Right. Good afternoon to everybody. It is the continuation class to the last. Right. We are discussing a beautiful chapter, the reproduction in organism. In the last class, we are already discussing the differentiation between asexual and sexual reproduction is over. Right? Now today I want to discuss what are the types of asexual reproduction in various organisms. Is it? Now come to this. Now. Alright. Types. Reproduction types. Good. Majorly, the reproduction is having two types. In lower class you listen these words. Asexual and sexual. Now, asexual reproduction. If reproduction takes place without fertilization, without involvement of gametes, is called as asexual reproduction. It is the simple and beautiful definition. Once again, if reproduction occurs or takes place without fertilization, gametes involvement, such reproduction is called as asexual reproduction. Now this is the definition I give you. Now what is the aim? Just to be careful. The aim of reproduction, I am not saying asexual, the aim of reproduction is the continuity of life. But the aim is the differ from asexual to sexual. Keep in our mind, it is some death is going on. Right. The aim of asexual reproduction, the genetical information is preserved. In sexual reproduction, genetical variation is occurring. Catch the point? The sexual reproduction main aim, genetical variation. Now asexual reproduction, genetical preservation. Right? But what is the common aim of reproduction is continuity of life. That means continuity of life. In this continuity of life, the genetical information preserved and sometimes genetical variation occur. We want genetical variation, that is undergo sexual reproduction. Now without variation, only genetical information is preserved from one generation to the another generation. Preserving, storing is only asexual reproduction. Types of asexual reproduction. Right. Now, according to NCERT syllabus, right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 types of asexual reproduction in various organisms. Right. Now, budding in yeast and hydra. Now, yeast generally, right, becomes mug. The biology 90% is a mugging, no doubt. But when you show some interest, you will be successful. Mugging with interest, that is the measure. Yeast. Now, of course, it is maybe necessary or not necessary, but I am saying yeast. Right. It is a fungi, unicellular fungi. Hydra. It is animal. It belongs to the Nidaria. In these two, asexual reproduction by budding. But yeast is unicellular. It is a multicellular. Sometimes they will specify. The examiner will be specified. Give the example of budding in unicellular organism. You must give the whole yeast. Now it is hydra, multicellular. Simple without saying multicellular, unicellular. You can give the example either hydra or yeast for budding. Once again, it is unicellular fungi. It is multicellular animal which belongs to the Nidaria. Both are example for budding. Budding. In this budding, suppose now it is a hydra. Hydra. It is a freshwater Nidaria. Now it is a basal part is attached to the substratum. Now it is a freshwater. Medium is freshwater. When the conditions are favorable, the favorable conditions depends on 3 factors: optimum temperature, right? Availability of sufficient food. Is it? Then one, right? Medium. surrounding medium. These are the three. Now, when the conditions are favorable, the basal part of the body undergoes mitosis and form. Due to mitosis, the cell number is increases and form a small bud. This bud is appeared just to basal part, but not entire. That means here only mitosis will be occur. Right. This mitosis causes multiplication of cells. The bulge, due to this, some bulge will be there. This bulge grow in size and form a dactyl. After the formation of dactyl, it is detaches from the parent body and it lives as a new individual separate individual. This is the simple mechanism of budding in hybrid. But in yeast it is a unicellular. Right. What is the next one? Juice spores. Juice spores. See, it is a chlamydomonas. Just everybody internally you pronounce, give the pronunciation. This is the terminology is the most important. Right. Now, chlamydomonas. It is a unicellular algae. Penicillium, fungi. See, what is this chlamydomonas? It is a unicellular algae which contains biflossal eggs, two flossal with chloroplast. It is not euglena. It is appears like euglena. You should not think it is euglena. It is a chlamydomonas. Right. The chlamydomonas without chloroplast, it is a chloroplast. Hence, it is a pectin algae. Now, right. When it is undergoes asexual reproduction, right? This protoplast is undergoes mitotic division 2 or 3 times. Before that, it is withdraw the flagella. Now this is the daughter chlamydomonas with flagella. After that, the parent body will be ruptured. Right. 3 to 4, maybe 6, maybe 7. The daughter chlamydomonas is come to outside with flagella. Like right. In olden days, this daughter is called as spores. Hence, it is a motile spores. This motile spores is not called as juice spores. It is see, ju means motile, spore means daughter. This is the type of asexual reproduction in chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas belongs to unicellular algae. Next one, conidia. Now it is somewhat different. Now just listen. Now conidia. Now example is penicillium. The penicillium is fungi. No, the body of penicillium. Any fungi body is called as fungal body. Mycelium. What is this name? Penicillium. Belongs to fungi. Right. Not only one penicillium, you go to the yeast, right? Fuchsinia, unicellular. This is some examples which belongs to the fungi. Now come to this. Fungal body is called as mycelium. Right. It is human body. This human body is made with cells. Alage, see, same line. This mycelium is made with some filamentous cells. Each filamentous cells is called as hyphae. Hyphae is the unit of mycelium. Right. Now, like this many hyphae. The hyphae which is undergoes mitosis and produce spores. Right. This hyphae is not involved in mitosis. Suppose it is involved. The hyphae which produce spores is called as coniliospore. Right. Now it is a mycelium, it is a mycelium, sorry, it is hyphae, it is hyphae, it is hyphae. Among these three hyphae, it is called as conidiospore. Why? Because it is the take the responsible to form the spore. This spore is the disperser and go to the other places where the conditions are favorable. These spores become right pencil. Now these spores are produced from which hyphae? Conidiospore. Hence this spore is called conidia. Conidia. But this is the spore, it is also spore. This is the motile spore, it is a non-motile, immotile. Name the immotile spores example, conidia. Now, conidia is example for penicillium. Penicillium is example for fungi. Right, now come to the, what is this? Gemmules. Gemmules. Now, gemmule is another type of asexual reproduction in sponges, especially freshwater sponges. Freshwater sponges. Suppose you know the porifera, phylum porifera. Right. All animals what belongs to the porifera is commonly called as sponges. Right, now it is a sponge. You know, Astia osculum, this is the different two types of pores. Okay, now it is not occasion due to this. Right, come to the subject. Now it is a body wall. It is a surrounding fresh water. During unfavorable condition, internal buds, not external buds, internal. Why internal buds? What is the condition of surrounding? Unfavorable. Right. During unfavorable condition, the all freshwater sponges undergoes internal budding. Now this is the daughter sponges, freshwater. These daughter sponges are protected by parental body. Parental body. When the conditions are again come to the normal, this parental body degenerate, the internal buds is liberated to the fresh water surrounding medium and lives independently and become adult. Now this is the gemmules. But see, in addition to this, another two important concepts is there. Fragmentation and systemate. Fragment and insist. Now come to the, I can explain what is fragmentation, what is insist. Now you know fragment. Pieces. A small piece is called as fragment. Now, fragment. A piece, a small piece is called as fragment. Okay. Right. Now, before going to this, you have a concept, regeneration. Just to read regeneration. Now, what is the regeneration? Regeneration, the process of regain of lost body part is called as regeneration. That you know, wall lizard. Majority of the students they observe the wall lizard. It is a wall lizard. Suppose, right now it is the trunk. Now it is the forelimbs. Now it is the hind limbs. Now it is the tail, eyes, tongue. Suppose when you touch the tail, they lose the tail. If at all they show the body part of the body of lizard show the regeneration, again it will be regenerated. So in lizards, regeneration character we can see, but we does not have the regeneration. But now come to the fragmentation. Now see, it is earthworm. It is planaria. See, it is earthworm. Earthworm, which is belongs to the phylum. It is planaria, which is belongs to the flat area, with this free living flat area. Now, the both have the regeneration, but the regeneration in earthworm is not fragmentation. Why? Just let me explain. Now it is the body segmentations. Body segmentation. Suppose it is 30 segments, 1 to 30, which containing reproductive organs. Earthworm is a bisexual, hence containing both male and female reproductive system. That both male and female reproductive system is restricted up to 30, first 30 segments. After 30, there is no reproductive. Suppose you cut the earthworm at 30 segments. Now it is a body part A, it is body part B. Is it? That means when you cut the earthworm body, you will get the two parts. It is A, it is a B. A is the reproductive, B is without reproductive. If the conditions are favorable, A is regain what it lost, that is B. Now it become complete adult. But B cannot regain the A. That means here in earthworm, regeneration is under control of reproductive organs. Due to the absence of reproductive system, in B, it is degenerate. That means in earthworm body, regeneration is restricted to some area. But in the case of planaria, see, very terrific and wonderful. Just listen. Now, what is the name of animal? Planaria. Now, count it. How many pieces? 4 pieces. A, B, C, D. Here the regeneration is entire body part. That means A is a total body, a small piece. Yes, it is a small piece, fragment. It regain total B, C, and D. B also, it is a B. It is a small body part. It is also develop, regenerate A, C, and D. Like this, one planaria is become 4. That means the number is increases. The number is increases. Native biological process in which population number is increases, only reproduction. So it is also reproduction. But in this reproduction, there is no gametes and there is no fertilization. Hence, it is called as asexual. Asexual through pieces. Hence, it is called as fragmentation. Earthworm, once again, earthworm planaria, both are shows the regeneration. But the regeneration in earthworm just helps to regain of its body, but not helps, not involved in reproduction in earthworm. But in this planaria, regeneration is a mode of asexual reproduction is called as fragmentation. So this is about various types of asexual reproduction in animals. But another most important is also there, binary fission. Right. Of course, according to NCERT syllabus, there is no fragmentation and also resistance is also there. But in first year and second year in the total book, these two terms will be there. It may be not included in this chapter, may not included in the chapter, but you must perfect with these two terms, fragmentation and system. Because these two terms will be there in entire first year and second year textbook anywhere. Right. Binary fission is a one type of asexual reproduction. Right. The name indicates some meaning. That is the definition. binary to fission division. That means a parent body is divisible into two daughter individuals. Such process is called as binary fission. Generally, this binary fission we can notice in unicellular organism. Now, binary fission is not applicable to the multicellular organism. Is it? Okay. It is occurred during favorable condition in unicellular organism, that is the only mitosis cell division. Right. Now, the binary fission again three types: irregular, transverse, longitudinal. Suppose you take slipper animal cube, that is paramecium. Now it is a paramecium. Cilia, binucleated, macro and macro. Now it is a unicellular freshwater ciliata, name is called as paramecium. Now during favorable condition, it is undergoes binary fission. See, according to the observation, you can say it bluntly, it is divisible into two dots by this angle or this angle. If it is this angle, one dot containing macronucleus, another one is called as micro. Go. Now, it is a paramecium. It is a binucleated. In this binucleated one is a large kidney shaped nucleus is called as macro. It is called as micro. Why? It is containing two nuclei. It is vegetative. That means all vegetative function, locomotion, respiration, digestion, all vegetative function under control of macro. Right. Sexual reproduction is under control of micro. Now, okay, that is keep in your mind. Come to the point. Now binary fission. Now it is the internal structure of paramecium. If the division is like this, longitudinally, it is one daughter, it is another daughter. This daughter containing macro, this daughter containing micro. That means it not containing micro, it is not containing macro. Without micro, they cannot survive. Without macro, it cannot survive. So, two daughter individuals will be immediately degenerate. Due to this, the longitudinal binary fission does not occur. It is undergoes transverse binary fission. Transverse binary fission. So, the transverse binary fission example is paramecium. And amoeba, it is irregular. There is no a particular angle. Now come to the, what is this? Euclid. In Euclid, it is only longitudinal. Like this. Is it? Now, name of animal, amoeba, irregular. Name of animal, paramecium, transverse. Name of animal, Euclidal longitudinal. This is the three types of binary fissions in unicellular organism. Okay. Right. Now, asexual reproduction types: binary fission, spores, gemmules, conidia, budding. This is the types of reproductions according to our NCERT syllabus. But along with these five types, many types is also there. There is no need to discuss all the remaining types. But in this NCERT syllabus is also there another mode of asexual reproduction. See, now what is this? Cell division. Right. Growth is required cell division. Without cell division, there is growth. There is no growth. But the cell division is also a mode of asexual reproduction. Catch the point. Cell division is also a mode of reproduction. That is nothing binary fission. Right? Now, according to Whitaker, you know 5 kingdoms. Right? Monera, Protista, fungi, or mycota, plantae, animal. This is the 5 kingdoms. In this 5 kingdoms, first 2 unicellular. Right. A small bit that may be neat or see it, just listen. Cell division is a mode of reproduction in which kingdoms? Monera and Protista. This is the multicellular. In this multicellular, the cell division for only growth. But in this too, growth and also act as asexual reproduction. So, with this, the different types of asexual reproduction is over. Now come to this. Now, vegetative propagation. No, vegetative propagation. Right. I think it is not a new term to you. In lower classes, 6th, 7th, or maybe 8th, 9th, this term is already listened. Asexual reproduction in plants is called as vegetative propagation. A synonym of asexual reproduction is vegetative. But this term is applicable to only plant, not in animals and fungi, other 4 kingdoms. The word is applied to the only plants. Okay? Now, so that means you know what is the vegetative propagation. The asexual reproduction in plants is called as vegetative propagation. Now, just listen. It is a plant, stem, a root, branch, leaf, flower, and fruit. This is the parts of plant. Right. Now it is our body. This body is also containing parts: head, neck, trunk, 4 limbs. Right. Okay. Now this multicellular body, be careful. It is multicellular body. This multicellular body is made with 2 types of cells. 2 types of cells: somatic cells, germ cells. Now, except reproductive organ, all remaining body part is made with somatic cell. That means this forelimb is made with somatic cells. This ear is also made with somatic cells. Like in plants, flower, fruit. Flower is enough. Without flower, there is no fruit. That means, except the flower, the all body parts is made with vegetative cell. In animals is called as somatic, in plants is called as vegetative. Right. Now what is this root? This root is made with vegetative cells. Stem is made with vegetative, except flower, because the flower is a reproductive organ. Right. The flower is also containing cells, but it is a reproductive cells. Now come to it. Now what is this? Vegetative propagation. Right. Plants. If any plant, origin of plant with seed, the farmer cultivate the seed and they get the plant. That is sexual reproduction. Right. Now in some cases, you know, sugar cane, ginger, you can cut the stem and keep on the soil. After a few days, this becomes a new individual separate plant. Now, in this reproduction, the flower is not involved. The flower means reproductive cell. That means, hence, it is asexual reproduction. Right. Now what is this vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation. Right. What is vegetative propagation? Give example. Right. Now, what is this? Vegetative propagation? Propagation is a type of reproduction. Is it? Asexual reproduction. Right. What is this? Vegetative. Any vegetative structures. Any vegetative structures. What is this? Root is a vegetative structure. Leaf is also a vegetative structure. Now stem. This is vegetative structures. Alright. I taken 3 vegetative structures. Root, leaf, stem. This is the vegetative structures. Now come to the definition. Right. Vegetative propagation. Any vegetative structures involved in vegetative propagation are called as vegetative propagants. Simple definition. Right. Once again, it is the root, leaf, stem. This is nothing. Vegetative structures or reproductive structure? Vegetative structure. These vegetative structures, any vegetative structures involved in vegetative propagation are called as vegetative propagation. Now, according to CET, right, eyes are the vegetative propagation in potato. Right. When you bring the potato from the market, right, it is kept in kitchen. After 3 or 4 days, on the surface of potato, you can find out small leaflets. Right. Edible part of the potato is the stem. When you keep this edible part, tuber, when you keep in the kitchen after 2 or 3 days as leaf buds, this is called as eyes. What is eye in potato? If you are understanding this concept, you can able the answer in multi ways. See, what is eyes in potato? Eyes are vegetative propagation. Right. Like sometimes name the vegetative propagation in potato. Eyes. Now come to the right. Eyes are vegetative propagation in potato. Now what it is? Leaf buds in bryophyllum are another example of vegetative propagation. Right. Now come to the rhizome in ginger and banana. Rhizome is a vegetative propagation in ginger and banana. Offset is another vegetative propagation in water hyacinth. So here I given the 4 types of vegetative propagations: eyes, rhizome, leaf buds, and offset. This is all are vegetative propagation in various plants. Now in these plants, this vegetative propagation is mainly important role in vegetative reproduction. Right. Now come to the just reason. What is this? Bryophyllum. It is a plant. It is a plant. It is the leaf of bryophyllum. It is the leaf of bryophyllum. This leaf of bryophyllum is having marginal notches. Right. When this leaf touch the moist soil from this margin, right, some buds will be there. These buds separated and grow individual, separate and become new individual. Hence, this marginal leaf buds is act as vegetative propagation. Now, what is this? Rhizome, ginger, and in banana. In this two, rhizome is act as a vegetative propagation. Now, in this application, I want to say, now, offset. What is offset? Is a vegetative propagation in academia. Now, in this occasion, Now I am going to the diversion. Right. On Acarnea. On Acarnea. Right. Acarnea is a plant. It is not Indian origin plant. It is exported from somewhere in India. Right. Due to beautiful flowers and leaf. Right. Written Acarnea. Right. According to vegetative propagation, offset is a vegetative propagal in Acarnea. Okay. But in this occasion, some other knowledge is also necessary because it is given in our textbook. Now what is this? Acarnea. It is not Indian origin. It is imported from other countries, right? It is, Acarnea is invasive aquatic weed, waste plant, right? It is generally lives in stagnant water, not flowing water. Now, why it is imported to India? Because its flowers and leaves are beautiful, attractive. Due to this, it is imported and cultivated in stagnant waters like ponds. But one drawback, negative. When it is imported, Acarnea is imported into our native water bodies. Now, it is suppose it is a water body. Some other aquatic organisms, some fishes will be there. Due to introducing of Acarnea, right? Within few days, it is undergoes vegetative propagation. It is increasing their population and spread entirely water body. Due to this, oxygen content, dissolved oxygen content is decreases day by day. Due to this, it is negative effect on other aquatic organisms like fishes and other plants. Due to this, it is called as spores of water bodies. Spores of water bodies. Spores means a negative sense to the water bodies. Yes, the Acarnea is also called as terror of Bengal, and also called as water hyacinth. Yes, water hyacinth is a common name. Acarnea is a genus. It is first introduced in Bengal, hence it is called as terror of Bengal. That means when Acarnea is introduced in any water bodies, it becomes a terror to remaining water aquatic organisms which are living with Acarnea in the same water body. That means finally I am saying, if Acarnea is there, right, a drastic reducing of dissolved oxygen, the maximum 90% of dissolved oxygen which is present in water, it is absorbed by Acarnea. This causes deficit of dissolved oxygen to other aquatic organisms. That leads to the death of fishes and other. Hence, other aquatic organisms, they think it is a terror. Who is a terror? To whom? Who is a terror to whom? Acarnea is a terror to other aquatic organisms. Is it? Hence, right, Acarnea is a terror of Bengal. Its common name is called as water hyacinth.